Hi guys, happy Monday. Go feed those ancestors. Do it. Go feed them. So, Beltane's coming up tomorrow, between tomorrow and the 1st. So, it's very good. Pretty rainy. Very rainy. I mean, literally like an inch an hour of rain. So it's pretty, ridiculous. Alright, so a little bit about Beltane, and I'm so glad, Iris, that you loved your reading. That was the most, I've never, literally never in my entire career of doing what I do, I have never felt the energy that I felt from you. It was incredible. That energy, it just, I don't know, I think really with, the whole book of tarot with Baphomet. I told you guys a lot about that. I filled that entire book with daily readings. So I do it the night before for the day ahead. And then I go ahead and I type out, all of the card information and all that, and then I post it on my Patreon for you guys. I thought about doing for your daily tarot, a video. But then it's too complicated. I don't have the time to do multiple videos. Now if I push stop now and started a new one, push stop and then started a new one, then I could do it. But then it's just the video, it's very choppy. So I was gonna do that. It was suggested to me, but it just takes so much time. It really takes a lot of time. But what I was, going with here, with that book, after reading The Ritual and Doctrine of High Magic by Eliphas Levi, everything changed. Everything. My entire life. It went really, really downhill and then way back up. So, and then I'm focusing more on the Hermeticism, so the Hermetic laws. Yeah, big time. But the tarot, literally, it is so freaking accurate now, it's kind of scaring me. I feel like I've opened myself up that much more. Not in a bad way, but it's like when I'm around a bunch of people, it's like I see cards in my head, and then I feel compelled to tell them, and I'm like, I can't just, walk into the gas station and, get, a pack of cigarettes and say, oh, well, I see this for you. So, it's just really, really cool what's, been happening with all of, the tarot, and just, it really is. That is, to me, the key. Tarot is the key to opening up so much in yourself, in other people, your whole life. Literally, they're archetypal symbols, the major arcana, of everything that happens. So, it's incredible. So, I really want to start. I feel like, when I started tarot, I was very, very, I didn't have enough confidence in my readings, and now I do. I don't know what happened. Something just snapped. It just, light bulb. It blew up in my head. Yeah, literally blew up in my head. Like an aneurysm. And then just all this knowledge, it flows, and it just flows, and it flows, and it doesn't stop. So it's it gets a little irritating at times. So that's why I've been really bitchy lately. I have been really bitchy to a lot of people. Well, not everybody. I feel short. Oh, there. I haven't been really bitchy to everybody. Okay, yeah, I have. So, whoever I pissed off, I'm sorry. It's just a bad month. A very bad month for me. But no, it's just so much comes. It's just like just so much energy. The tarot is it's been incredible. So, with that being said, expect something very creative and very amazing coming, probably within the next year or two. I'm guessing 2 years. So, I'm not going to give away any secrets except for the children's book that I am writing. So, a witch's children's book. A traditional witch's children's book. So I'm very, very excited for that. So I've got to get the creative juices going. Sober. So I wrote all my books on Kratom, but they're still me. That's still part of me. But I have to really get that flow going again with nootropics. So, and not Kratom. But anyway, so Beltane. Alright, Beltane is on the 30th of April, so that would be tomorrow, or the 1st of May. So, between time. So, it's a Celtic festival properly celebrated around the evening of the 30th of April, between May 1st, too. So, it is a fire festival celebrating the beginning of the pastoral summer season, fertility, renewal, and purification. So, it's a fire festival. I love fire festivals. Candles, tons of candles. I go all out with these, so do always. I love it. So, in the traditional craft of Beltane, or May Eve, which I have always considered it to be May Eve. May Eve, always. I've never, even when I was little and studying Wicca, yeah, it was May Eve. But I just don't like the word Beltane. I don't know why. So, but yeah, so it is the traditional craft of Beltane, or May Eve, is the time for hand fasting and the symbolic sacred marriage. So, this is between the Lord of the Greenwood and his flower bride. So, a little bit of sacred marriage, holy wind or rain. It is just literally pouring like the Nile, the frickin' Nile River, or the Nile is in my backyard now, and we have 2 more lakes. So, alright, so the marriage is the sacred marriage, which I think is, I love it. I love the story behind it. I love the sacred reunion. I love the mythology. It's just incredible. And this is when the mask magic comes in. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you guys all know what my one mask looks like. So that's the mask that I'm going to be using for Beltane. So it's very, very neat. Very neat. So, it is the time of mirth, joy, and happiness because the faith is a religion of love and light. Interesting. So, it is the festival where the lady or maid is crowned as the May Queen, with a circlet of wildflowers. Alright, so that brings us to Sabrina, Netflix. Alright, the solstice. Is it a solstice? Beltane. I don't fucking know. So, whatever. The crowning of the queen, where they actually ate her, or they were going to. So, well, one woman did, offer herself up for the coven to eat, but that has nothing to do with this. So we'll see, though. We will see if there are any connections. Alright, so the god represented by the stang, garlanded with birch, hazel, hawthorn, and willow. Now, relinquishes his dark winter aspect. So he's shedding his skin like a snake. So it's really good. So he is no longer the Dark Lord, the Lord of the Wild Hunt. Dark Lord. I watch way too much Sabrina. The Lord of the Wild Hunt, but becomes the Green Man, the Lord of the Woods. So in this form he will rule through to the autumn. So, if everything's blooming, my plants are blooming, my seedlings are blooming, big time. Very happy. Very happy. Very good time to do that too. So if you guys grow your own stuff, your herbs, definitely a good time to do it right now. I did it a couple days ago, so. Alright, so. So, towards the end of April, though, and just a week before Beltane is St. George's Day. So, that was this past week. So, George was Greek, and it thought that the legend of St. George was brought back to England by returning crusading knights. So, in the 13th century, he replaces St. Edward as patron saint of England by popular demand. So, in the legend of St. George, is a brave knight who rescues a fair virgin a maiden from a dragon who is holding her prison in a cave. So, pretty interesting symbolism. Very interesting symbolism. The symbolism of the legend is connected with the coming of spring. So the knight as the young god, fully armed in his warrior aspect, and then the virgin is the spring goddess, and the dragon is a life force stirring in the cave or the womb of Mother Earth. So perfect. Plant life, big time. So this symbolism is underlined by the story that St. George is martyred, then Christ-like, rises from the dead. So, alright, we have a bunch of different gods in Egypt that resurrect from the dead during this time. So, the medieval Christian legend of St. George, goes back to the myth of the Middle Eastern god Bel, who slew the sea beast, Tiamat. So, in the Canaanite myth is Baal, who killed the serpent, dies, went to the underworld, and was rescued by his sister, consort Anat. Very, very interesting. I feel like I have an eyebrow hair, like right there, a very large one, and I know I don't. So, this is funny right here. The Christians associated the dragon or the serpent with Satan. There's no such thing as Satan. No such thing. So, in the biblical myths of the war in heaven, Michael battles Lucifer, and his rebel angels, the archangel of light, firstborn of God, is cast down to earth and becomes Lord of the world. Think about that. Think about that. So, an emerald falls from his crown and is eventually carved into the cup, which is used by Jesus at the Last Supper. So, Lucifer and Satan, two different things. Lucifer is made up. Lucifer's pre-Christian. Very, very much so. So, the Last Supper, very interesting stuff. So, Lucifer, wrongly associated with Satan, is described as the great dragon, or the old serpent. So, there's no Satan, so you guys don't worry about that. I keep getting asked, is there a heaven, or is there hell? And is the devil real? If you believe it, it's all in our perspective. But we really, honestly, we can't know, because human thought, human cosmologies are nothing to source to whatever we are, source, this giant disco ball of energy of, faces and different names and an umbrella like Baphomet and all that good stuff. Alright, so this battle between a male god and a serpent, seen as a symbol of the feminine, has been taken by modern feminists as atypical of the subjugation of the women by patriarchal societies. Very political. So, as in many cases, the truth is not so simplistic. The legend of St. George is closely associated with the eternal battle between good and evil, death and rebirth, summer and winter, which lies at the heart of the mythic wheel of the year, and the pagan drama of divine knightship, and the sacrificed god. So, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's really interesting. All of this lore, all of these legends, I mean, we're really blessed to actually have this all passed down to us. So, in the folklore calendar, Beltane was not only a time for orgiastic, that reminds me of Sabrina again, for Lupercalia, orgiastic frenzy. It ends in an orgiastic frenzy. Oh no, an eruption of orgiastic frenzies. I thought that was pretty funny. So, anyways, where did I go? So, where did I go? Where did I go, guys? Orgiastic revels to mark the beginning of summer. Okay, so but that was for Valentine's Day. That is Lupercalia. That it coincides. So with regular people's Valentine's Day. Regular people. Alright, so where did I go? Oh, but also a time for more serious rituals to protect the land and the livestock. So, reversal, a very good time for reversal work. A very good time for lots of just protection work, protection candles, protecting your family, protecting your friends. So include your friends and your family in all of your protection work. If you feel like you have to ask permission from your friends and your family, do it. But just say that you're going to pray for them with a candle. And maybe a ritual too. Who knows? And maybe naked under a full moon. No, don't. I mean, my friends wouldn't care because my friends accept me for the loose screw that I am. So, alright. Beltane was when the cattle and sheep were turned out to the summer pastures, were taken up to the hills. So in Irish mythology, though, the beginning of the year for the Tuath de Danann and the Milesians, whatever that word is, I don't know, started at Beltane. Great bonfires would be heralded in the summer in the hope of a good harvest, prosperity, and well-being to all. So early Gaelic sources from around the 10th century state that the Druids would create a need fire on the top of the hill on this day and rush the village's cattle through the fires to purify them and bring luck. That would be jumping over the bonfire. So we see this often in, very, very often in all kinds of... Why am I fucking fuzzy? We see this in movie. We see this all in movies. I mean, I can't even really think of it right now. It's if you look up on YouTube, there's so many witchcraft documentaries, I don't even know. It's on YouTube though, somewhere. Alright, so everything gets purified. Coal walking on hot coals, which I'm going to do. I want to do that. I want to feel that energy, that power. And it's all in your mind. It really is all in your mind to go through the coals. So, alright, so early Gaelic sources from around the 10th century state that the Druids would create... Okay, there we go, yeah, whatever. This was practice, continued long after the Druids had gone, and village elders would take on the role of lighting the need fire for the village. So people would also go between the fires to purify themselves. This was echoed throughout history after Christianization, with lay people, instead of Druid priests creating the need fire. So the festival presided widely up until the 1950s, and in some places the celebration of Beltane continues today. It continues everywhere. Everywhere. So, bright colors, pretty flowers, great smells, all kinds. They have candle. Yankee Candle has a candle that smells like a fire. The smell of a fireplace. What better way? I mean, candle holders with made out of bark. Perfect. Perfect little offerings. The simple things. The simplest things I have found make my god and goddess and other gods and goddesses and spirits happy. So, alright. So, where did I go? Alright, so a revived Beltane Fire Festival has been held every year since 1988, during the night of the 30th of April, on Calton Hill in Edinburgh, Scotland, and more, attended by up to 15,000 people. That's a lot of people. A lot of energy going on. I love it. So, where did I go? Oh my god, it's pouring. Okay, so except in 2003 when local council restrictions forced the organizers to hold a private event elsewhere. So yes, of course, people, I mean, religious, whatever, freedom isn't all the way here. We don't have pure religious freedom. So, many people confuse Beltane and May Day. The two traditions are linked but quite separate. May Day derives from a Germanic festival and is more associated with dancing around the maypole, an ancient fertility symbol. So, in what was once one of England's most important festivals of the year. May Day and Beltane obviously have much in common though, so as both celebrate new growth and fertility. Even when May Day celebrations were banned in the late 16th century for being immoral, the customs died hard. And it wasn't long before the festivities were once again widespread. Of course, it always comes back. Always. But long after May Day, celebrations. With their maypole dancing, garlands, and dances became popular. The ancient fire festival of Beltane took place for centuries in the Celtic lands. So, right now I look at it as Rodmass or Candlemas. That's what I see as Candlemas. So, the holiday was also known as Roodmas in England and something I don't know in Germany. On Walpurgis night or May Eve, the witches of Europe were said to attend the Grand Sabbath of the year at the Brocken Mountain in Germany. So there it was commonly believed wild orgies were held, presided over by the devil. In reality, the Brocken is sacred to Freya and Holda. Near its summit, in a holy well, an ancient stone altar, and a dancing ground. It was probably sacred to the old-time witches, and it can still be compared with the Vensenberg, ruled by the Dane Venus, or Holda, and the Hollow Hill of craft mythology. This is amazing. This is seriously amazing stuff. I love it. So, Beltane is said to mean anything from Bell Fire, feast of the god Bel, to bright fire. So, Janet and Stuart Farrer in 8 Sabbaths for Witches offer an excellent tracing of the holiday's Irish roots, particularly the European fire god Belenus, whom they believe this festival is named for. The name possibly traced back to Baal, the Bible's only pagan god, whose name simply means Lord. So, Ronald Hutton states that since the Celtic word bell means bright or fortunate, this is adequate to explain the translation as being lucky fire or bright fire. So fire is what this festival is all about. So it is one of the 2 great fire festivals of the Wheel of the Year. The other is Samhain. So it also falls upon the cross quarter days, which mark the astrological movement of the sun. So in ancient time, the calendar days for these holidays would have been roughly 7 to 11 days after we now celebrate them, usually on the 1st of the month. So the way to know for sure is to observe when the sun reaches 15 degrees of the zodiac sign for Beltane. This is Taurus the bull, at Lammas, Leo at Samhain, Scorpio, and at Bulk, Aquarius. So Samhain and Beltane divide the year into 2 distinct halves of great importance to agricultural societies. So as in Western Europe, where our Celtic calendar of 8 major seasonal festivals originates. So in Marion McNeil's book, The Silver Bow. Oh, I have the book, The Golden Bow. She states, quote, "At Beltane, flocks and herds went to their summer pastures, as Hallowmas, Samhain." I've never heard that. They returned to their winter quarters. So, fire festivals in ancient times were seen as a time of propitiation and purification. Propitiation means sacrifice. So to propitiate the mysterious forces of nature and ensure fertility in land and fold and on the hearth. So, in ancient times, this meant human sacrifice as well as an animal sacrifice, the spilling of blood to nourish the soil. So, the theme of the sacrificial king to generate good harvest. So we have moved on from those days, thank God. I think, anyway. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in some remote jungle, like thousands of miles off of the shoreline. Could happen. Hopefully not. Alright, so, where do we go? And modern witches do not indulge in human sacrifice to propitiate the land. So life energy can be given in many ways rather than ritual killing, giving etheric energy to the land or the universe, pricking our own finger and giving a drop of our blood, or offering libation to the soil. So, it's always good to do. Always. I always do a little prick my left finger. So, so as for purification, fire has always been seen as a cheap agent. Traditionally, all domestic fires in Irish, English, and Scottish households were extinguished on Beltane Eve, after having been kept lit continuously all year. Wow, that would be a lot of upkeep. So just before dawn, villagers would process with their animals up to the hillsides, to the highest point where fires would be kindled and relit for the people to see for miles around. Can you imagine how beautiful that would be? It'd be beautiful. I mean, very beautiful. So, where'd I go? Okay, so it was also traditional to build these fires out of 9 of the sacred woods from the Druidic folklore, including oak, ash, thorn, rowan, apple, birch, alder, maple, elm, gorse, holly, hawthorn, and others. So the bonfires were lit. The bonfires were lit so that a narrow passage existed between the 2 fires, so that so that the cattle and other livestock could be led between the fires to purify them from disease or sterilization. Better word. Alright. So, where did I go? For the coming year. So, torches of dried sedge, gorse, or heather were also lit and carried around remaining flocks or stables to further purify the air. Alright, so those are the older traditions. Now we have modern traditions, which are even better. Well, I like the older traditions. So, modern pagans celebrate Beltane as a festival of the reawakening spring, of fertility, of the renewal of the life force, of creativity, of rebirth, of love and sexuality, or birth and regeneration. There we go. So, larger pagan gatherings may feature maypole dancing, or the relighting of the Beltane fire, as has been carried out in Edinburgh for the last 20 years or so. What a wonderful tradition to rekindle, to renew and purify Earth, beasts, and humanity. So, basically, whatever you do to celebrate Beltane, remember that the summer is a-coming, in with the sun from the south, and with the oak, and ash, and thorn. Thank you, traditionalwitch.net. Copyright. So yes, I think that's pretty cool. So what are you guys doing for Beltane? I am just going to have a very nice, just purifying everything. More spring cleaning, more, workings, more reversal workings. The moon is waning, so it's, again, a very good time to do reversal workings and just kind of purify yourself, your space, all kinds of things. You can make an effigy doll of the sacrificial king and burn that. That works. Never cared for the maple. I don't know, I just don't care for that. I mean, I think it would be fun. I think it'd be really fun to do. I mean, especially if you're going to land on a warlock's lap. Yeah, she picked the right one to land on. Sorry, guys. So, how about coffee talk? I think we'll do coffee talk. Alright. Let's see. Who is saying what and doing what. See what everybody's up to. Hi, guys. Alright. Don't tell me I need Jesus. I don't. No such thing. Catherine Hurt. This man needs to accept Jesus Christ. There is no such thing as Jesus. He's false. You are following a false God. I'm sorry, but you are. Alright. May Queen. Hi. May Day's coming. Alright, please tell me where you got that hoodie. I have been in a few shops, but I worry about the quality. I admire Pink so much. I don't live far from where she grew up. Love you. I love you too. Oh, in Pittsburgh. Pennsylvania, yeah. I don't remember where I got this, but it has lasted for about a year now, and it is incredible. Kind of maybe Google search witchy hoodies. That's what I did. And then I found it, and then it was a gift for Christmas last year, or my birthday, I'm not sure. So, Aw, thank you. Hello, hello. Alright, Jade. Hello, my darling. Hi. How are you? You will probably hate me now because I'm a Christian, lol, but I still love you. Well, why would I hate you? Never. Never, ever, ever. I love you way too much. You're too amazing. No. I love Pink too. I think my favorite songs are Try and So What, lol. She has such a beautiful voice. I am so torn between... I don't know. I don't know. She has a lot of songs that are unreleased. So, like B-side to Funhouse. Pretty incredible. Try, when she did that performance with Cole Pratts. Cole is amazing. I used to talk to him, and now he doesn't work with Pink anymore. I don't know why. So we used to talk, we used to converse. So when they did that, oh my god. When I seen them do that for the Truth About Love tour, I bawled. That was the best. I don't know. So What, yeah, big time. I love So What. Very good. Alright, Netheria Fate. Hi, my love. Your session is coming up. Sending much love your way. Oh, thank you. Pink is so talented. I had to stop halfway through this and take a listen. What did you think? What did you think of the album? It's very different. It's a very grown-up Pink. I'm loving it. But she's still Pink. So, alright, DJ Scars 17 Willows. Hi, my love. How are you? That video made me cry so hard. You two are so cute. I love you. I cannot wait. For everybody that doesn't know, so my very, very, I mean, literally my twin. Literally, I swear to every god on this planet, or in this universe, whatever, that me and my twin, Chocolate Sundae, I swear we are twins. And I love you two to death. Okay, hi Ryan. Oh, hi my love. I love you. I love seeing your little messages. Hope that you're having a splendid day, and I love you too. Heart, heart. Oh, I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed that cake, because it looked amazing. And that was her favorite. I don't know how you guys knew that. But it's okay. Yeah. I love you guys so freaking much. Alright. Sun. Hello. Some of what you said definitely resonated. I'm a Scorpio. I feel I have changed a lot in the past few years. Now that I am about almost 30. Are you really? Oh. I am no longer having the patience for stupidity in others and have decided to leave a lot of negative people behind me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I just don't have time for stupid or ignorance or any of it. So in many ways I can relate. As for politics, I hate extreme ends of politics. I hate them too. But I don't know why the political side of me is coming out lately. I don't know why. No matter which side it is. I'm generally for individual human rights and freedom. That's yes. But also don't care for extremes regardless of which side. I don't know what's my problem lately. It's been crazy. I don't know. I'm seeing what the world's really like, and it's not a really good place. There's a lot of beauty. I just keep telling myself that there's a lot of beauty and there's a lot of good people in this world. It's the only way I can, yeah. There's a lot of good people in the world. So yes. Okay. May Queen, hello. Okay, wow. I asked on a Facebook group what everyone thought about the tax exemptions, and everyone poo-pooed it. What else did I expect from Facebook? They will. They're not worth your time. That's why it's just ridiculous. I see so much stupidity on Facebook when I wake up in the morning and I check all my stuff, all my messages, my emails, everything. If I have readings to do that day, I see so much stupidity, and I'm really sick of it. Me and social media are a love-hate relationship. A lot of love is going on, but there's also a lot of bad. And once I'm poked, I bite back. So, and I do kind of poke the bear a bit, but I bite more so. So, just kill them with kindness. And it's hard. I can't be kind to some people. I can't. It's very hard. But just like people, witches, claiming to be, the warlock king, or, the witch queen, or, your tradition. My tradition's better than your tradition. I was initiated by this person. That I don't care. I don't care. A lot of people go into it in their, younger teenage years. I went into it very early I was 7 or 8, and now in my middle-ish 30s, getting up, not almost middle 30s. Now it's become a daily, every Friday thing for me. It's just totally what I do now. So, alright. Okay. Jade, hello my love. Hi. I hope you are doing better. I am. I'm a lot better. I am here to make you smile. Gwyneth. Alright, I had to ask you this. Are you Christian, atheist, or a Satanist? I kind of feel like you're an atheist, so. No, I'm not a Satanist. I'm not an atheist. I'm a traditional witch. So that's pretty much it. A traditional witch that tends to lean more towards the darker side. Shadow work, darker side. So, alright, I also have to tell you that today I somehow found in my house a very interesting ring. It looks like an eye. It's so pretty. I can't stop wearing it. I love you to death, my darling. I'm so happy I found you. I love you too. Very, very much. And no, I would never hate you for being Christian. You're not on here spewing stuff like I need to accept Jesus as my savior like the person, in the beginning did. So, don't worry about it. I love you too much. Netheria Fade. Hello, my darling. Hello, hello. Books are on their way. They should be here today. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to track them. So, Witch of the Black Rose. Shout out. Waylon Way. Shout out. Dr. Stoner. Hi, my love. How are you? Alright, Jasper Quinzel. Hi, darling. Alright. Unreal Human. Whoa, is that really you in your video? Or in your picture? Enough said. Roxy Starlight. Hi, love. I hope you got everything figured out with your tax returns. Little Gothling. Hi, my love. How are you? Mystic Lights. Hello. Sugar. Chocolate Sundae. I about said Sugar Plum. Chocolate Sundae. I love you. Anika. Hi, love. Let's see who else. Peter. Hello. How are you? Gomez. I am not butchering your first name. Hi. Hi, darling. Dark Prince Lucy. Better be up to no good. Alright. Let's see, who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? Okay, Mix Tress Cat. Hello. Shout out. Genzac, Satisfy, Marjorie. Hi, darling. How are you? Kate the Witch. Hi, my love. How are you? Halos and Horns. I like that. I love that. Alright. Lily Moon. Hi, love. How are you? Philosophy of the Stars. Hi. How are you? Alright. Cabaret. Hello. Shout out. Let me see. Kelly Snow. Hi. Erica Stone. Alright, guys. This rain is crazy. So. Well, alright, guys. Let me know what you think below. Any comments? Whatever you want to say. Say it. So, I will see you all tomorrow. Definitely for tomorrow. I have to go feed my grandma. Well, I have to refresh her coffee. So, I love you all very much. And, yes. I'll see you tomorrow. All the way from Venus. Oh, my neck. All the way back down. So. Oh, my elbows keep doing these really really weird things. I don't know. Vibro sucks. But alright guys, I love you all very much. And thank you for all the comments and everything. You guys are awesome.